Hi, this is Lynda Wigren. I'm a friend of Thelma Wells because of Women of Faith. And her and I just love each other. We loved each other so much, and we loved books, and we'd share. I just used to travel with Barbara Johnson. I sold books at her table. And so I got to know Thelma really well, and then she came and visited me at my house too. Her and Vicky and George and Marcel, and I got to know them, and I just love those kids. So Vicky's my friend now because Thelma's gone home. So anyway, I was telling Vicky a story this morning, and she goes, "Oh, you've got to tell that story to my mother's friends." So here's the story. I was working at a Christian bookstore in Whittier, and it's like a rough time. Truckers went in there all the time, and there was a parking lot between us and Denny's. And so one day we knew that there was a boy working there that, I won't tell you what they called him, but he wore eye makeup and a lot of makeup, and he was very feminine. And the truckers would say, "I don't want that guy waiting on me." They were very mean to him. And then what was worse, one of our customers yelled at him across the parking lot, "Hey, fag, don't you know you're going to hell?" And he said, "Like it matters." That gripped our hearts so much that we decided, another guy and I decided, we were going to go to lunch at Denny's once a week, because mostly we just brought our lunch. And we were going to go to lunch once a week and sit in his area and be a Jesus to him. So this went on for a year. This is how long it took. And we talked to him, and he wasn't very pleasant when we first met him. Nobody really liked him, but we loved him. So this went on and on. And one day he said, "You know, I'm the black sheep of my family." And it reminded me a picture I had on beautiful gold frame, beautiful. It's a black and white sketch. I have a picture of it, but this is just one of something. I'm going to hold it up and show you. It's Jesus holding a sheep, and you can see the nail print of his hands. And I said, okay, I'm going to give this picture to him. I felt like that's what God wanted me to do. So the next week when we went in, I'd wrapped it up and gave him a card and said, "Oh, Tim, when the shepherd comes for you, don't run from him, because he loves you and we love you." And I gave him that. And the next week when we came back, he said, "Oh, my roommate and I love that picture. We just love it. We look at it every night when we're eating dinner." And so then time went on, and we used to preview, because this was in cassettes day. Cassettes, and this was a cassette from Max Lucado called "He Still Moves Stones." And I don't remember what the story was about. I read the book again and thought, what is this? Why did I want to give it to Tim? But I felt like it, so I bought the tape and gave it to him the next week. And he said, "Oh, good, I'm going to go up and see my mom and my grandma and my uncle this weekend up on the high desert someplace. I'm going to go see him on the weekend. I'll listen to it going up there." So the next week when we came back, he just stood by the table looking at us, and all of a sudden tears started running down his face. And he said, "I want to tell you, I've given my heart back to Jesus." We all three of us just stood there. I mean, we were sitting, but crying with him. We were so happy. And his mom and his grandma's uncle were Christians, and they had a Christian CB, I don't know what you did, ministry, where they would talk to truckers who were driving and witness to them. And so, and he said how funny, one time his grandma and his mom were gone, and he said, "I was the only one there, so I was ministering to him." It'd probably freak him out if he knew who I was. So this gay young man just loved the Lord, loved him. And so then he hated that job. He'd been there 6 years. I can't remember. It was a long time. And he kept wanting to be transferred, and they wouldn't transfer him. But they did transfer him to Glendale, and that's the town he lived in, and that's where he wanted to go. So he'd come and talk to us and come and see us every once in a while, because he was friends with the waitress girls that were there. And he made me some cards. Can I show the cards? He was an artist. This is what the front of the envelope looked like. Can you see it? Okay, and then this is the one here. It says, "My heart, welcome." And over here it says, "Doorbell out of order." He drew this. His name's on the back of it, and the date he drew this. And then the inside said, "That's okay. Jesus still likes to knock. Oh, behold, I stand at the door and knock, and whoever opens up to him, he'll come in." Don't you love that card? And then this one, he drew a cross, and black and white, it looks like. And this says, "Upon the cross he gave his all, bowed his head, and with his last breath he whispered, 'Now you are free. May the freedom in Jesus be yours today and always.'" That was another card he made. And then this one, I don't know what it says yet. It says, "Hey, this stuff just does not work. Take me away, bubble bath." And I guess it's just a bathtub. That's what it looks like. But the inside says, "The Lord knows all your troubles. Just ask him for his helping hand." And so those are 3 cards that he made and gave me. And I kept them. I've had them all these years and found them when I was looking for another card. And so, well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I love Thelma. I still love her. I'm going to see her, and her and I are going to dance together in heaven. We're going to have such a good time. Can hardly wait to see her. Okay, well, see ya.